When Jesus gives a public speech in the Synoptics, what does he give? How does Jesus preach in the Synoptics? What genre does he use when he teaches? Parables, right? And why does he use parables according to the Synoptics? Yeah, he tells stories and parables so that they won't understand his message. In the Gospel of John, does Jesus want people not to understand his message? No. He wants to make his message really clear. That's why he was sent, to deliver a message. Are there any parables in the Gospel of John? There are no parables in John.
There's no birth narrative.
What's that?
There's no birth narrative.
Yep, that's another thing. There's no birth narrative. In the Gospel of Matthew and the Gospel of Mark, in the Gospel of Matthew and in Luke, there's extensive birth narratives. John's not really interested in Jesus' material birth. What is John interested in by contrast? Your material birth is not important at all for the Gospel of John. What is important? Yeah, he's a divine being. So whereas the Gospel of Matthew starts out by saying this is how Jesus was born, the Gospel of John starts out by saying Jesus wasn't born. He was here from the beginning of time, and in fact, he helped create the world. The origins of Jesus is not his birth in this world, but they go all the way back to the beginning of the earth. I want to look at one of these I am sayings that's really important, and it's the one I was looking for. I found it. If you look on chapter 14. Now, in the modern world, there's a lot of people who argue that there's more than one way to get to God, right? You could be a Buddhist or a Hindu or a Christian or a Jew, and all paths lead to the same God. Is that what Jesus says in the Gospel of John? All paths lead to the same end? What does he say in John? Yeah, strictly through him. Look in 14 verse 1. Do not let your hearts be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. You can believe in them together because they're the same person, right? He says at one point, I and the Father are one. That's pretty important. I'm going to put that up here. I and the Father are one. He's saying, I am God. God the Father and me are the same people. Did Jesus ever identify as God in the Gospel of Mark or Matthew? No. He's the Son of God, but more like Zeus is a son of God. Right? He's a son of God, he's a Messiah, he's a son of man, but he doesn't say, I am God. However, in John, he says, I and the Father are one. Okay, sorry. Believe in God, believe also in me, because we're the same. In my Father's house there are many dwelling places. If it were not so, would I have told you that I go to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and will take you to myself, so that where I am, there you may be also. And you know the way to the place where I am going. Thomas said to him, Thomas is one of the disciples here, Lord, we do not know the way. Lord, we do not know where are you going. How can we know the way? Jesus said to him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. If you know me, you will know my Father also. From now on, you do know him and have seen him. What does this last line mean? From now on, you do know him and have seen him. What does he mean?